Hello everyone. Today we will continue with our topic linear equation in two variables. We have our first question. Give the equation of two lines passing through 214. How many such lines are there and why? So we have to show there are two lines passing through 214 and also are there only two lines or more than two lines we have to show. So let's see the solution. We all know that there are infinite number of lines passing through a point. So let's take any two equations passing through 240. Let's the first equation be 7x is equals to y. 7x is equals to y means 7x minus y is equals to 0. Now substituting x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 14 in 7x minus y is equals to 0. I will get 7 into 2 minus 14 is equals to 0. That means 14 minus 14 is equals to 0, which means 0 is equals to 0. Therefore, LHS is equals to RHS. Therefore, the point 214 satisfies 7x is equals to y. So, this point lies on 7x is equals to y. Now, let's take another equation. Let another equation be 4x is equals to y minus 6. 4x is equals to y minus 6 means 4x minus y plus 6 is equals to 0. Now substituting x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 14 in 4x minus y plus 6 is equals to 0, I will get 4 into 2 minus 14 plus 6 is equals to 0, which gives 8 minus 14 plus 6 is equals to 0. On solving this, I will get 0 is equals to 0. That is LHS is equals to RHS. So 214 lies on the line 4x is equals to y minus 6. That is 214 satisfies this equation. Now, since both the equations satisfies the point 214, then we can say that the equation of two lines passing through 214 are 7x is equals to y and 4x is equals to y minus 6. So here we found out there are two equations passing through 214. In such way there can be infinite number of lines passing through one specific point. So there are infinite number of lines passing through 214. Next question. If the point 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equals to ax plus 7, find the value of a. Now we note that when a point lies on an equation, it would satisfy that equation. So I can take that point as x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 4. So let's see the solution now. The given equation is 3y is equals to ax plus 7 and our given point is 3, 4. So now substituting x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 4 in 3y is equals to ax plus 7. I will get 3 into 4 which is equals to a into 3 plus 7, which gives 12 is equals to 3a plus 7, which implies 3a is equals to 12 minus 7 on taking the constant and variables on each side, which gives 3a is equals to 5. Now a is equals to 5 by 3. Now we know that the value of a, if the point 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equals to ax plus 7 is 5 by 3. Next question. The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8 and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. That means the fare for 1 kilometer, the first kilometer is rupees 8 and the subsequent kilometers, that is 2, 3, 4, no matter how much I travel, it would be rupees 5 per kilometer. Reading the question further, taking the distance covered as x kilometer and the total fare as rupees y, write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. So the solution is as follows. We are given that the total distance covered is equals to x. Taking the total distance covered as x kilometers. So the total distance covered is x. The total fare is y. Also, for the first kilometer, the price is the rate is 8 per kilometer, and for the after the first kilometer the rate is rupees 5 per kilometer. If x is the total distance, then the distance after 1 kilometer would be x minus 1. I have told you that the rate for the first kilometer is rupees 8 and after that it would be 5. So the remaining distance would be x minus 1. So the fare for it would be 5 into x minus 1 because the rate for after 1 kilometer is rupees 5 per kilometer. So according to the question, our equation becomes the total fare is equals to fare for the first kilometer plus fare for the after the first kilometer. So y, the total fare is equals to for the fare for the first kilometer it is rupees 8 and after the first kilometer it is 5 into x minus 1. So this gives y is equals to 8 plus 5x minus 3, which is y is equals to 5x plus 3. Now solving the equation, when I take x is equals to 0 and y is equals to 5x plus 3, I will get y is equals to 5 into 0 plus 3, which means y is equals to 3. So when I take x is equals to 0, the value of y is 3 in y is equals to 5x plus 3. Now when I substitute y is equals to 0 in y is equals to 5x plus 3, I will get 0 is equals to 5x plus 3, which means 5x is equals to minus 3. On solving it, I will get the value of x as minus 3 by 5. That means when I take y is equals to 0 and y is equals to 5x plus 3, the value of x would be minus 3 by 5. Now substituting these values in tabular form. When I take x is equals to 0, the value of y is 3. And when value of y is 0, the value of x is minus 3 by 5. So points to be plotted are 0, 3 and minus 3 by 5, 0. Here you can see in the graph, when the value of x is 0 and value of y is 3, the point would lie on the y-axis. It would be 0, 3. So this point is 0, 3. Also minus 3 by 5, 0. Minus 3 by 5 means minus 0.6 and minus 0.6 means minus 0.6 would lie on the negative x-axis and the value of y is 0. So it would be plotted here. So minus 3 by 5, 0. Now joining these 2 points, I will get the line for a straight line for y is equals to 5x plus 3. So this would be the graph of y is equals to 5x plus 3. Our next question is, from the choices given below, choose the equation whose graph are given in 4.6. That means here there are few points are given in the graph. I have to turn by turn substitute these values in these equation and show this graph is of which equation from this 4. So here's the solution. The given points here are 0, 0, minus 1, 1 and 1, minus 1. Turn by turn, I will put these values in each equation and show this graph is of any one equation from these 4. So, substituting the value of x, y from these points in the equations, we will get the first equation is y is equals to x. So, now substituting 0, 0 in y is equals to x, I will get 0 is equals to 0. Now substituting minus 1, 1 in y is equals to x, I will get minus 1 not equal to 1. So the equation is not satisfied. Now substituting 1 minus 1 in y is equals to x, I will get equation not satisfied. Next equation is x plus y is equals to 0. Substituting 0, 0 in x plus y is equals to 0, we will get 0 plus 0 is equals to 0. Next I substitute minus 1, 1 in x plus y. I will get minus 1 plus 1 which is equals to 0. Substituting 1 minus 1 in x plus y is equals to 0. We will get 1 plus of minus 1 is equals to 0. Therefore, x plus y is equals to 0 satisfies all the given 3 coordinates. Next equation is y is equals to 2x. First of all, substituting 0, 0 in y is equals to 2x. We will get 0 is equals to 2 into 0, which is 0 is equals to 0. Next coordinate is minus 1, 1. Substituting minus 1, 1 in y is equals to 2x, we will get 1 is equals to 2 into minus 1. As here the value of y is 1. So substituting the value of y as 1 and x as minus 1 in y is equals to 2x. We will get 1 not equal to minus 2. So equation not satisfied. Now substituting 1 minus 1 is in y is equals to 2x. We will get minus 1 is equals to 2 into 1, which will give minus 1 not equal to 2. Therefore, equation not. Next equation is 2 plus 3y is equals to 7x. Substituting 0, 0 in 2 plus 3y is equals to 7x, I will get 2 plus 3 into 0 which is equals to 7 into 0, which gives 2 not equal to 0. Therefore, equation not satisfied. Next coordinate is minus 1, 1. Substituting minus 1, 1 in 2 plus 3y is equals to 7x, which implies 2 plus 3 into 1, which is equals to 7 into minus 1, which gives 5 not equal to minus 7. Therefore, equation not satisfied. Now, next coordinate is 1 minus 1. Substituting 1 minus 1 is 2 plus 3y is equals to 7x. I will get 2 plus 3 into minus 1, which is equals to 7 into 1, which gives minus 1 not equal to 7. Therefore, equation not satisfied. So, the only equation satisfying all the three coordinates 0, 0, minus 1, 1 and 1 minus 1 was x plus y is equals to 0. So, the given graph of figure 4.6 is x plus y is equals to 0. Next question. If the work done by a body on an application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance travelled by the body, express this in the form of an equation in two variables and draw the graph of the same by taking the constant force as 5 units. Also read from the graph the work done when the distance travelled by the body is 2 units and 0 unit. So here we are given that the work done is directly proportional to the constant force. So, let the distance traveled by the body be x and the force applied be on the body be y. So, in the question it is given that the work done by a body is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body. Therefore, y is proportional to the x. Here you can see that we have taken the force applied on the body as y and the distance traveled by the body as x. So, y is proportional to x. Now, y is equals to 5x. As here we are given that to convert it into an equation, substituting the constant term as 5. So, y is equals to 5x. Now, solving the equation, we are given two conditions to put the value of x as 2 and 0. So, the first is when x is equals to 2 units, I will get y is equals to 5 into 2, which is 10. Therefore, our first coordinate is 2, 10. That is when the value of x is 2 and the value of y is 10 in y is equals to 2x, 5x, sorry. Next, when x is 0, which gives y is equals to 5 into 0, which is equal to 0. That means our next coordinate is 0. Therefore, the points to be plotted are 2, 10 and 0, 0. So, the following is the graph of this question. Here you can see that I have taken 2, 4 points on the x-axis and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points on the positive y-axis. Now plotting 0, 0, it will come on the origin, and 2, 10 means 2 of x-axis and 10 of y-axis. So 2, 10 will be plotted here. Next question. Yamini and Fatima, two students of class 9 of a school, together contributed rupees 100 towards the Prime Minister's Relief Fund to help the earthquake victims. Write a linear equation which satisfies this data. You may take their contribution as rupees x and rupees y. Draw the graph of the same. Now let's see the solution for it. Let Yamini's donation be rupees x and Fatima's donation be rupees y. Now, according to the question, we know that the total contribution of both the girls was rupees 100. So, I can put it into a linear equation in two variables as x plus y is equals to 100. Now, we know that the both in total contributed rupees 100. So, if Yamini contributed 0 rupees, Fatima would have contributed 100. So, I can take x as 0 and y as 100 as Yamini's contribution is x and Fatima's contribution is y. Next, when I take x as 50, y would also be 50 because 50 plus 50 is 100 and in total the contribution was 100. So both contributed equally. Next, when I take Yamini's contribution to be 100, Fatima's contribution would be 0 because in total both contributed rupees 100. So the points to be plotted are 0, 100, 50, 50 and 100, 0. Following is the graph of this linear equation in two variables. Here I have taken the value of x-axis as 50, 100, 150 and so on. And on y-axis also I have taken 50, 100, 150 and so on. So our first coordinate is 0, 100. 0, 100 means x 0 and y 100. So x 0 and y 100. So this coordinate would be 0, 100. Next is 50, 50. So x as 50 and y as 50. So this would be 50, 50 coordinate. Next is 100, 0. 100, 0 means x as 100 and y as 0, which will lie on the x-axis. So 100 and 0, this would lie on this axis only. Now joining these points, I will get a straight line of the linear equation in two variables as x plus y is equals to 100. Next question. In countries like USA and Canada, temperature is measured in Fahrenheit, whereas in countries like India, it is measured in Celsius. Here is a linear equation that converts Fahrenheit to Celsius. F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. This is a linear equation in two variables. Here you can see that there are two variables F and C. Now our first question is, draw the graph of the linear equation above using Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. Suppose according to the question we are given that F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now solving the equation by taking different values we get, first when I take the value of C as 0, I will get F as 32. When C is 0 and F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32, I will get F as 32. Now substituting C as minus 10 in this equation, 9 by 5 C plus 32, I will get F value as 14. So the points to be plotted are 0, 32 and minus 10, 14. Here we are given that we have to take the Celsius for x-axis and Fahrenheit for y-axis. So following is the graph of this given information. On the x-axis, I have taken 0, minus 5, minus 10, minus 15 and minus 20. And on the y-axis, I have taken 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As you can clearly see that y has only positive values. So now plotting 0, 32. So 0 of x and 32 of y. Here 32 would be two lines above 30. So 32 would be here. So 0 and 32. This coordinate is 0, 32. Our next coordinate is minus 10, 14. Minus 10, 14 means x is equals to minus 10 and y is equals to 14. So x as minus 10 and y is equals to 14. We know that 14 will lie one line below 15. So this point would be minus 10, 14. Now joining these two coordinates, I will get a straight line of F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Next question in the same is, if the temperature is 30 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? Now I have given the value of C as 30, I have to find F. When C is 30 in F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32, we will get F is equals to 9 into 30 divided by 5 plus 32. On substituting C is equals to 30 in F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Further solving it, we will get 9 into 6 plus 32, which will give 54 plus 32, which is 86 degree Fahrenheit. So when C is 30, Fahrenheit is 86. Next is, if the temperature is 95 degree Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? Now I have given the value of F as 95. I have to substitute this value in. F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32, and what will be the value of C I have to find out. So 95 is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32. Now solving this, I keep 9 by 5 C on one side and take 32 on the LHS. So 9 by 5 C is equals to 95 minus 32, which will give 9 by 5 C is equals to 63. Now I take 9 by 5 on the RHS, which will be inverted and will give 5 by 9. Now solving this, C would be 35 degrees Celsius. So when F is 95, C is 35. Our next sub question is, If the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius, what is the temperature in Fahrenheit? And if the temperature is 0 degree Fahrenheit, what is the temperature in Celsius? So our first condition is when C is 0. So substituting C is equals to 0 and F is equals to 9 by 5 C plus 32, I will get F is equals to 9 into 0 divided by 5 plus 32, which will give F as 32. So when C is 0, F is 32. Now substituting F is equals to 0 in F is equals to 9 by 5C plus 32 will give 0 is equals to 9 by 5C plus 32, which will give 9 by 5C which is equals to 0 minus 32, which will give 9 by 5C is equals to minus 32, which is equals to C is equals to minus 32 into 5 by 9. On taking 9 by 5 on the other side, it will get reversed. So which gives minus 17.7777, which is equivalent to minus 17.8 degree Celsius. Our last question is, if there is a temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius, if yes, find it. Now I have given the condition that is F is equals to C or not, and if yes, what is the value I have to find out. So now taking F is equals to C in F is equals to 9 by 5C plus 32. I will get C is equals to 9 by 5C plus 32. Now taking the C terms on one side and leaving the constant on other side. So C minus 9 by 5C is equals to 32. Now taking 1 by 5 as common, I will get 5 minus 9C divided by 5 is equals to 32, which will give minus 4 by 5 C is equals to 32. Now taking minus 4 by 5 on RHS will become minus 5 by 4. So C will be equal to minus 32 into 5 by 4. So the value of C is minus 40 degree Celsius. Now we had assumed that F is equals to C. So at minus 40 degree Celsius or at minus 40 degree, both the values would be same for Fahrenheit and Celsius. Hence minus 40 degree is the temperature which is numerically the same in both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Thank you, and if you have any doubt, comment in the comment section.